Good morning, class. My name is Harsha Jumnani. Today's date is 23rd December 2020. This is class 11th and I will be teaching you commerce. The period is third and the duration of this class is 35 minutes. So, students, I will be asking you few questions and if you know the answers, then give your answers in complete sentence. So, the first question is, in which country do you live? So, we live in the country India. What is the main occupation of people of India? The main occupation of people of India is agriculture. What is done with the agriculture produce? The agriculture produce are sold in the market. Do farmers sell all their produce at once? No. They store some of their goods. This storage process of excess goods is called what? So, today we shall study about warehousing. What is warehousing? Meaning of warehousing. A warehouse may be defined as a place used for storage or accumulation of goods. Warehousing can be defined as assumption of responsibility for the storage of goods by storing the goods throughout the year and releasing them as and when needed. Warehousing creates time utility, means the farmers store their produce until the demand comes. So, the warehousing performs the function of creating time utility. Now, students, tell me the functions of warehousing. What are the functions of warehousing? So, here are the functions of warehousing. The first function is storage. This function is the most important function of warehousing. Surplus commodities which are not needed immediately are stored in the warehouse. The second function is price stabilization. Supply of products affects price. Regular supply stabilizes prices, means the price stabilize. The third function is risk bearing. Warehouses are constructed in a way to minimize theft, deterioration, fire, etc. The fourth function is financing. Loans can be raised from warehouse keeper against goods stored by the owner. The fifth function is grading and packing. Warehouses nowadays provide facility of packing, processing, grading of goods. In this picture, you can see the various functions of warehouse. The export trade, storage, risk bearing, protection, consolidation, breaking the bulk, stockpiling, value added services, price stabilization, financing, processing, grading and branding, transportation, etc. Okay, students. Now, tell me any one function of warehouse, that is storage. Now, what do you mean by benefits of warehousing, or what are the benefits of warehouse? There are various benefits of warehouse, which are, the first one is regular production. Raw materials need to be stored to enable mass production to be carried on continuously. There is no need to do the production only in the seasons ठीक है. And the second benefit is time utility. A warehouse creates time utility by bridging the time gap between the production and consumption of goods. As we know, there is always time gap between the production and consumption of goods. So in between that time period, the goods are stored in the warehouse. The third function is storage of surplus goods. As we know, whatever we produce, all the quantities are not purchased by the consumers. So between that time period, we store that extra or surplus goods in the warehouse. So a warehouse acts as a store of surplus goods which are not needed immediately. So what are the types of warehouses? The first one is private warehouse. As the name suggests, they are owned by the private manufacturers and merchants. So owned and operated by big manufacturers and merchants to fulfill their own storage needs. The next one is public warehouse. A specialized business establishment that provides storage facility to general public for a certain charge. Means they provide warehousing function to all the general public, and they charge a specific amount for that facility. The third warehouse is bonded warehouse, licensed by government to accept imported goods for storage until the payment of custom duty. They are located near the port. Here in pictures you can see the three types of warehouse, that is private, this is public, and the third one is bonded warehouse. So students, let's check how much have you learned. So what is a warehouse? A warehouse is a place for storage of goods or the excess goods. Name any two functions of warehousing. Warehouse performs storage of goods and the risk bearing function. Name any one benefit of warehousing. It helps in the storage of goods or the excess goods. What are the three types of warehouse? The three types of warehouse are public, private, and bonded warehouse. What is a public warehouse? Public warehouse is a warehouse in which facilities are provided, or the warehouse is open to the general public and they charge a specific amount from the public in providing that facility. Now students, giving you some statements. If in case the statements are true, then you have to say true, and in case the statements are false, you have to say false. Warehousing helps in stabilizing prices. Yes, it is true completely. It helps in stabilizing prices. Warehouse does not help in regular production. This statement is false because it helps in regular production. Bonded warehouses are owned and operated by big manufacturers. No, they are not. Public warehouse and specialized business establishment that provide storage facility to general public for a certain charge. Yes, the statement is true. Storage of surplus goods in an advantage of is an advantage of warehouse. Yes, this is true because this is the main function of warehouse. Now students, this is your homework. The question is, write down types of warehouse in detail. So Thank you so much, class.